The reason why I never wear that much makeup in auditions all kind of started with an experience I had. I want to say like 15 maybe. My lips naturally don't have a lot of color to them, so I always like to either put like a tinted balm on them or like a little bit of gloss or just some sort of like sheer color just to kind of bring them to life. And I walked into this audition room and I'm pretty sure it was the casting director, but he immediately was like, put down your script. He already, like, I was already scared of him. So he was kind of quizzing me on what was happening in the scene. He's like, where does the scene take place? Who are you talking to? And I was answering the questions. He's like, okay, good. And then he was like, are you wearing lip gloss? I was like, no, I'm just like, I have a little bit of like lip color on it. Like, pulled the tissue up and he said, take it off. And I was like, oh, okay. I think finding a specific look for you can be trial and error. That's how it worked with me. It's really about yourself. Don't try to recreate someone else's look, and don't just try to wear something because it's in or whoever or whatever says that it's cool. Hey guys, if you're ready to put on your power face, then this episode is perfect for you. Now, I have been in plenty of auditions and meetings, and I can speak from experience that in-person makeup is very, very different from on-camera makeup. When you're talking to someone face-to-face, they usually really want to see your natural face. They want to see your freckles, your imperfections. It's always better to go on the more natural side for those kind of things. So, I have created this look that I call Business Glam. It is perfect for things like auditions, meetings, job interviews, whatever kind of situation you find yourself in, I think it's perfect for that. So why don't we take a look? So to prep the face, we're just spraying a little bit of rose water and using our eye primer, put that all over the lids. And like we did before, put a cream colored eyeshadow all over the lid. This is another very natural look, which is why we're using similar colors like earthy tones and browns. They're just very complementary to the skin. They're not too out there. For a look like this, we need to stick to neutral colors. Keep it natural, especially for meetings, auditions, any professional setting like that. That's why we're going in with this almost flesh tone color. It's called Nectar. A little bit orange, sort of a salmon color, but putting this in the crease defines it. Still looks really natural, but really pretty. So you want to focus that on the outer V and up into the crease. We're just gonna blend that out. You can put a little bit more of that product on there, or you can take it without any product on it and just simply blend it out. Going back in with the blending brush and mixing these two colors. One is shimmery and one is matte. And we're putting that directly on the lid. Again, lighter colors always look really natural, really great on the lid, which is why we're doing it for this look specifically. And we're not using our finger because we don't want it to look too packed on. And take the lightest color in the palette, you can mix it with the shimmery one, and brush that all along the top half of your eyelid, especially underneath the brow bone to highlight that. So going back in with the blending brush, you can accentuate that color a little bit more if you want, but notice how it's super natural. It still looks really pretty on your eyes, but it's almost like you're not even wearing any eyeshadow. So that's pretty much it for the eye. We're gonna go in with foundation now. I'm using a liquid foundation for this one and applying it with a big fluffy brush. This foundation I'm using doesn't have a ton of coverage, but it smooths out everything on the face, color corrects everything. And instead of using a sponge that packs it on really intensely, this brush just kind of brushes it over nicely, almost like an airbrush. The foundation's kind of dewy, so it gives a natural glow to your skin, doesn't look too matte, doesn't look too shiny. And we're not even gonna use concealer for this look. We're gonna go straight in with powder. We're not gonna bake. Just use a powder on a big fluffy brush. All you're doing with this is simply setting the foundation. And the blush for this look is going to be a super true peach color. Has a little bit of shine to it, so it's not super matte, but it looks really natural. And since we use sort of a peachy nectar color on the lid, this peach colored blush complements it really nicely. Taking the same brow pencil that I used before, Fill in the brows super naturally. You can still give it a little bit of shape, but I wouldn't go too overboard on brows with this kind of look because the rest of your face is very natural looking. You're not wearing a whole lot of eyeshadow, a whole lot of face products, so if your eyebrows are way darker than the rest of your face, it's gonna look super unnatural. And those upward strokes that we've been doing to make it look like actual hairs really helps achieve that natural look. And my brows for this look, I actually did a little bit more round because that's a little more natural shape anyway. And here's a little trick for opening up your eyes. I'm taking a nude color eyeliner and putting that on my waterline. It's almost like makes your eyeballs look bigger. You can use white eyeliner, nude, any really light color. Okay, lip color. Do not go crazy with lip color. I'm just really lightly dabbing this on my lips. The peachy color. You can even take your finger and put it on there, almost like a lip balm. Just give your lips a nice little bit of color. Can't forget the mascara. Just put that right on your eyelashes. And you can take that light color again, the lightest color in your palette, and brush that right beneath the brow bone now that we did our eyebrows. And this is the look. Super fresh, easy, and cute. So now that we've talked about in-person makeup, for the next episode, we're gonna discuss how being in front of a camera affects your makeup choices and how it's a little bit different. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye. I don't know, I have this really big conflict right now. Like, I love matte lipstick so much. Everybody loves matte lipstick. Like, I just literally bought 10 the other day, but then, I don't know, I thought to myself, I was like, gloss is really in. Like, I personally love a good gloss. And then I came across this girl on Instagram, right? She freaking told me I can't wear lip gloss because it's out. And I was like, excuse me, who are you to tell me that I can't wear gloss? It's literally my life. So I got really, really upset about that. And I'm like, are people gonna think I'm weird, like, for wearing lip gloss? Like, is that actually, like, really out? But I feel like it's not. Like, I can follow my own trend. Like, I can do whatever I want, right? Oh, and then she started talking about what colors I can and can't wear. She was like, you can't wear plum in the spring. I'm like, I can wear plum in the spring if I want because plums still grow on trees in the spring. And that was my argument to her, and I actually commented that on her Instagram, and then she blocked me. Whatever, I hate her.